Hey guys, Coach Saenz here with Atomic Athlete. Going to go over the next movement in this fundamental movement sequence, and that's going to be the burpee. Now the interesting thing about the burpee, unlike the push-up, is that the burpee is going to be done as efficiently as possible. So when we were doing the push-up, we want to maintain good, strict form because that's a strength endurance exercise. So you want to get the most out of that exercise as possible. With the burpee, it's a little bit different. It's going to be a movement of efficiency and economy, because anytime we're doing work capacity, we want to move the body as efficiently as possible. So a few of the rules that apply to a push-up are not going to apply to the burpee, okay? The way to properly execute a burpee is I'm simply going to start my feet about shoulder width apart, and from there I'm going to plant my hands pretty much just in front of my feet, like so. I'll jump backwards, and then I'll lie all the way down. Now the key to this movement right here is when I come down, is that I want to lay all the way down. I want the ground to stop my momentum. The idea is to use as little energy as possible, get from the standing position down to the ground. So once again, hands go down, feet go back, I simply lie down like so. You'll notice that my hands are in a very similar position to the push-up position. They're just under my shoulders, all right? From here, I'm gonna push my chest up, kind of creating a little bit of a whip type motion. I'm gonna push and pop the feet forward. Notice that I catch it in a good wide stance and my entire foot is in contact with the ground. From here, I'll simply extend the hips, jump and clap. So hands go straight down, feet go back, I lie down using as little energy as possible, push my chest up, lift the feet all the way forward, jump and clap. So the goal is to get to the ground as easy as possible, use as little energy as possible, push up through the shoulders, whip the feet nice and wide, then jump and extend. That's how you correctly do a burpee. So some of the common mistakes we see with the burpee go against what we were just talking about. We'll see a lot of athletes, they'll drop down into that push-up position, but instead of lying all the way down on the ground and letting the floor stop their momentum and body weight, they try to do so with the shoulders. So not only do I have to control my body weight, but it's momentum coming down, which puts a lot of excessive stress throughout that shoulder girdle. And it's gonna look something like this. I'll come down, and I get to right here, and instead of going all the way down, I try to change direction, all right? The goal, once again, is efficiency with this movement because it's work capacity. So I want to get this all the way down to the ground as quickly and easily as possible. Let this ground right here stop your momentum. The second mistake we see is when the feet come forward. A lot of athletes, and then this bottom position right here, okay, they'll push up and they'll jump in this position right here, okay? You're not doing your knees any favors by bringing them in that narrow stance, having all that momentum, and halting by landing on the balls of your feet. You want to get your feet as wide as possible and land with a nice flat foot here, okay? So you're more or less going to land in about a quarter squat or a power clean type position. Third mistake we see is athletes not coming to full extension. They're not actually finishing the movement. And that's going to look something like this. All right, we want the athletes to come all the way through with the hips, come off the ground, extend, jump, and clap. So a good high quality burpee, your eyes are more or less going to be facing directly in front of you. You won't have this position right here. Typically we'll see that in any kind of competition type environment where athletes are trying to kind of shortchange the movement to get more work done faster. All right, so we have three ways to scale the burpee, okay? The first one is going to be transitioning it right into a squat thrust. And that's basically going to be a burpee, but you're not going to take the chest all the way to the ground. You're simply going to put your hands down, feet go back, and the feet will come right back forward, and then you'll jump and clap. That's going to be probably pretty good for athletes who have excessive body weight and have difficulty getting down on the ground, as well as any shoulder issues. The second way we can scale it is by simply taking away the jump. So I'll do the exact same movement I was doing here, come back, lie down, push, come up, and just simply come to full extension. We'll see that with athletes that have any kind of knee or ankle injuries that precludes them from actually jumping. All right, the third one is going to be probably the easiest, and that's going to be simply reducing the volume. So if a work capacity effort is calling for 6 to 8 burpees, you could simply drop it down to 5, then to 4, then to 3. Because ultimately, the body's not going to be recognizing how many burpees you're doing. It's going to be recognizing how long and how hard you are working. So if you see something in the programming that's going to be 5 burpees into a suicide sprint, and you're not good at burpees, you're probably going to need to scale back and go down to 3, maybe even 2 burpees to keep that same work to rest interval.